matter of celebration for Barcelona fans when they never expected that team to qualify. They were able to do it away against Galatasaray in Turkey. Good one there. Just at least to let them have a good feeling, the Barcelona fans all across the globe. Welcome you on 360 Sport. On Trust TV, I am Adini Ajishafe. It's time to look at those stories trending again. We just have to start from the home scene now. We'll talk about Nigerian Super Eagles. The matches are here because we have to play against Ghana. First match awaits in Kumasi, and so also the second leg coming up in Abuja here at Abiola Stadium. Well, the Super Eagles camp will open this weekend, and they just can't wait. The Eagles are really talking. They want to make sure they make statement against Ghana, and as it is right now, the Eagles camp is going to be open on this weekend. Training will be starting on Monday precisely for all the Nigerian Super Eagles, invited by Coach Augustine Iguavon for the big cracker between Nigeria and the arch rival Ghana over there at Bayara Stadium in Kumasi. Well, that's to at least let's look at that particular story. Joining me in the studio is to have our main man back. Good to have you back, Alali Peters.
Yeah, good morning, Adini. It's my pleasure to be back.
Good one there. The story I just picked now, talking about Nigerian Super Eagles are playing against Ghana. And now that's just the biggest thing in Nigerian's plate right now is this Eagles game against Ghana. And now it will be happening no longer in Cape Coast, in Kumasi. But the main thing right now is that camp will be opening this weekend. Weekend actually started from today. So this weekend, the main training will start from Monday for the Eagles will be arriving and all that. But as it is, how do you see Eagles preparation?
So far so good. We are battle ready, and I don't have any doubts that we will not beat Ghana both home and away. We have all what it takes in terms of the players and the resources available. Then the motivation, the determination of the players right now is they want to qualify for the World Cup. And you know they can't get to the World Cup without beating their Ghanaian opponents. So we are not underrating them, okay? However, when it comes to the game, we really show them that we are superior to them. So, and then another thing that I think is very important is we should not allow the players, to lose concentration during this period. Okay, where they're going to camp, they said somewhere in Asokoro, the location should not be revealed to anybody. Because it should have been, exactly, they don't need to even tell us where they'll be camping, they'll be lodging. They don't need to tell us there. So they should allow them so that family, friends, and relatives shouldn't be going there to distract them for the task ahead. Just within about 10 days. Once they arrive tomorrow or next tomorrow, they start training on Monday. I think their concentration should be on the tactics, the strategy, beat our Ghanaian opponents. Now the Ghanaians are already playing in mind games. What are they doing? Up to now, their team list.
Finally,
it's not yet out. They said it will be released. But they are the only team that are yet to release. They are players, the people we are playing with. But that is not a problem. It's part of the mind games. We know we are playing Ghanaians, and we know it's a Ghanaian that will play against Nigeria. So they're not going to get a machinery or somewhere to play from. So we shouldn't get ourselves distracted on that. We should just concentrate on our pattern. We should go back to the history. What pattern suits us most, not as a team, but against Ghanaian team. Because it's going to be a game of strength. Sincerely, it's a game of strength. And most of the Ghanaian players, they are very young, so they are very athletic. So you should look at people that have the strength, that have the pace also to work the match out when we are playing the Ghanaian team. So you shouldn't base it on, oh, this is what Nigeria used to play. No, we should narrow it down to the rivalry between Nigeria and Ghana. How has it been and how is it currently right now? So we use that one to plan our statistics. So I think, and I have no doubt, like I said earlier on, the best the Ghanaians can get from us is a draw in Ghana. But when it comes to Abuja, we'll show them we are still the giant of Africa.
And who knows, maybe you can even beat them in Ghana.
That's why I said the best they can get from us is to get a draw in
now,
Ghana.
Looking at that particular stadium, Bayara in Kumasi, that particular stadium was awarded by CAF. I agreed with FIFA that, okay, that particular stadium should be the host because of the low standard of Cape Coast. Now, I read a particular story saying, okay, Ghana played against Egypt there. They were able to defeat Egypt 6-1 or thereabout. And maybe it could be a favored stadium for Ghana. But I believe either that particular story is true or not. But the main thing is that I'm sure the Eagles have been like, they just have to play. They just have to win.
Okay, whatever they like, let them do. If they like, let them take us to a pitch that it is full of sand. We are Nigerians, and we can adapt to any situation and any pattern. Yeah, the stadium is not that top-notch to say. I think from the statement they released yesterday that they only sell out 35,000 tickets to people. So that tells you how compound the stadium is. But that's not a problem. Our players, before they travel out, they've played in all sorts of pitches that makes them who they are now. Take them to Maracana Stadium, they'll play like that. Take them to Wembley Stadium, they'll play like that. Take them to his field called Yemetu in Ibadan. They will still play their game the way it should be played. So I don't think that should be a problem. Wherever they like, let them take the game to. It is ours to prepare our mind that we should be expecting the worst. When I'm saying the worst, by now we should look at the protocol. When it comes to traveling to Ghana, the COVID-19 protocol, not until when we get to the airport, they will now start bringing in one issue or the other. So players arrived yesterday, and the player is not supposed to continue until day after tomorrow. So we should look at all those tactics that they can use to demotivate our players. By now, we should also look at a very good avenue that we can camp our players that will allow them to have good concentration. Also, by now, we should be looking at a field or a place where our players will have one or two trainings before the match. And the pitch that we'll be looking at to train should be something similar to where we are going to have the match against them. So I think if we put all this into consideration, and we don't have anything to be worried about. And I know the Ghanaians team, and they are kind of down right now. So what they are looking out for now is they are playing the mind game that they are the weaker team. They are the weaker team in the sense that we saw what happens to them during the AFCON. They couldn't progress beyond. So based on that, they'll be playing that mind game that no, even if we lose, we don't have anything to worry about. It's a lie. They have a lot to worry about. So we shouldn't be looking at them that, oh, it's something that we've won already. No, we haven't. But I'm very confident we are going to. But we need to get everything in place, including the protocol I spoke about now. We need to look at that one. People coming from England, are they supposed to have 2, 3, 4 days quarantine before they go to Ghana? Not when they get to Accra Airport.
They'll be hearing
another story that no, so person came from England, though, supposed to be in quarantine for 2 or 3 days. Oh, we won't allow that to Chukwueze, you won't come in. Victor Moses, you won't come in. Balogun, all of them won't come in. So we should be ready for their mind game and make sure that we guard against it.
After all, the match is going to be on Friday next week, 25th. So if the Eagles, all of them can begin to come in from this weekend, probably before Tuesday, Wednesday, let the whole team be at least, the camp should be swelling out enough for them to the normal days for quarantine and everything. Then let's have our game against Ghana.
Yeah, sure.
Good one there. We've been looking at Nigerian looking at the prospect of Nigeria against Ghana. Hopefully in Kumasi, if we can do it. He has been talking about Nigerian preparation, also how we need to really come out to play against Ghana. We must not underrate them, neither to be complacent. Also, we just have to keep things in order. As Ghana's right now, Ghanaian rather, they are already playing mind games, not revealing their entire squad, and also a lot of things that they are keeping away. But as it is, anywhere they like, they then take the match to. We are going to triumph. That's it. That's the key for a Nigerian. There, we just have to appreciate the fact that the Eagles are ready. They've been talking tough, the entire squad, and we hope that the talk that they have been talking, they will do the talk on the pitch by winning for Nigeria on that day. Good one there. Now, let's move away from Super Eagles story as we quickly look at a particular game that happened between Everton and Newcastle yesterday over there at the Gudezi Park. Everton 1-0 against Newcastle. Alex Iwobi, the Nigerian, did it. Almost at the dot of time, was able to score that goal. But right now, they are celebrating Everton Newcastle.
Wow, what a very interesting match to watch yesterday. And it's not over until it is over. And a very good one for Everton. And I think there's a lot that Frank Lampard still needs to do, sincerely. And looking at the support he got when he was appointed as the coach by end of January. And I think he has played 7 matches so far. He won yesterday, make his second win, and he has lost 5 matches.
Games.
So what is even coming is more than what and he has faced. Now, he has about 9 or 10 matches to play now. He's going to play against Liverpool. He's playing Manchester United. He's playing Chelsea. He's playing West Ham. Okay, so the people that he has to play with to end the season now, they are top team that they too are struggling to qualify for the top 4 or to win the to win the Premier League. So it's not going to be very easy. Imagine you are going to play against Manchester United, you're going to play against Liverpool, you're going to play against Chelsea, you are playing against Arsenal, you are playing against Leicester City, you are playing against Watford.
Tough matches.
Tough matches. So what is really coming, it's more than what he has, faced. So he needs to really get it and get it right. And he needs to be very careful when it comes to the red card also. I think the last 2 matches he played, he got to red card. So that is not really good. So that shows that there's discipline lacking in that team. And that discipline is very, very, very important. So currently now they are jubilating. They are 17th on the table, just 3 points above the relegation team. But it is not over until it's over. I think Everton have been in the top flight Premier League for more than 60 years.
So it won't be good for them
to go
down.
This is not the time for them to go down, and not with him that they should go down. The Newcastle, on the other hand, also, I think they did a fantastic job yesterday also, sincerely.
Despite the loss.
Despite the loss, yes. I think before they were robbed on Saturday, that's their match against Chelsea, I used the adjective robbed because they have a clear penalty. So let's assume that, okay, the referee didn't see it. We have VAR that saw it, clear penalty, but they decided to look the other way, so they lost that match. And before that match, they've gone 9 matches unbeaten. They drew 3, they won 6. So that means he got 22 points from available 26 points. That's what took him to the 14th position that they are sitting comfortably now with 32 points. It shows that the investment that the owner invested in Newcastle in January transfer, I think he spent about 112 million pounds from the money they use in buying and bringing in new players. And we've seen the results. So the result is already showing. So I see them, if they continue this way, they shouldn't allow what happened on Saturday and against Everton also to demotivate or demoralize them. They should still pick it up and continue. So it's going to be a very entertaining Premiership to see between now and end of the season. The reason why the bottom 5 team in Premiership, they spend £150 million on January transfer from the total amount of £295 million spent by the whole Premiership team. So that means the bottom 5, they spend over 50% in January transfer because nobody wants to be relegated.
It's getting so interesting when it comes to our football business. A lot of issues that actually compounds it there. Newcastle, Everton getting their own pound. Now, let's look at the man at the end of affairs there at the Goodison Park, Frank Lampard breaking his hand after celebrating win against Newcastle. As you don't understand, as if he has won the league. It was their very jubilating kind of, it was just running around. I saw the clip, I was laughing until he broke his hand before he understood that, okay, now, after celebrating so much, Lampard he was showing his hand to the pressman how he lost. I now imagine if Lampard should be Guardiola or Jurgen Klopp.
Okay, and I think what happened is that yesterday, that 3 points, is like like winning a gold medal. That reminded me of what happened when Jurgen Klopp also broke his glasses in the course of jubilating after winning a match. So that's what happened. That yesterday match, it's something that they really, really, really... Okay, imagine if they didn't win yesterday's match. They would have been
serious problem.
In serious problem by now. So that is something that you cannot avoid. So whatever point that is available for them to pick now is something that they have to fight. So it was very, very happy, and I'm happy for him also.
That means at least the breaking of that hand is justified, coming from him.
It is very justifiable.
Okay, we've been looking at some stories trending in the world of sports. Super Eagles, the camp will be opening this weekend ahead of Ghana-Nigerian clash in Kumasi, Ghana. Everton pipped Newcastle United at Goodison Park by a lone goal scored by Alex Iwobi, and now the coach or manager of that club broke his hand after running around the pitch. Well, let's go to another one. The big one that happened also yesterday is between all all the clubs that play Europa League round of 16. Let's look at the result quickly. Although this is the aggregate result now, Atalanta, they had their own, they were able to bundle out Bayern Leverkusen by 4-2 aggregate-wise. Red Star Belgrade 2 also they lost. 4-4 Rangers, Balogun and Aribo celebrating their Galatasaray Barcelona eventually dumped them out after playing goalless in first leg in Nou Camp, and the second leg they lost actually at home against Barcelona. Good one for Xavi and the entire squad. Monaco, Sporting Braga did well against them. They dumped them by 3-1 aggregate. Real Betis, shockingly, they lost against Eintracht Frankfurt winning 3-2. Lyon 4-1. West Ham, this is another result that got people wow. The king right now have been dethroned. Talking about Sevilla, they lost by 1-2 in aggregate result there. Let's take 3 out of it. Let's start with the one we just actually took there. Talking about West Ham versus Sevilla. West Ham Sevilla 2-1. Or maybe we should start from up now. Rangers, Galatasaray, Barcelona. Barcelona should be the first one we look at.
Okay, a very good game yesterday and a very tense match between the two teams, between the two clubs. And the home support for the Galatasaray yesterday was very massive, very massive, and that is what is expected from them. But the Barcelona, it's like they are rediscovering themselves, and they've gone 11 matches unbeaten since January. 11 matches, both at home and Europe. They've not lost any of their matches. So that shows that the 60 million US dollars spent in January transfer is really yielding and giving the result. There's one thing about having the resources available. There's one thing about knowing how to make use of the resources. That is what Xavi is telling us right now. When he joined them, they are 8th on the table, but right now they are 3rd on the table.
They really move high on the table.
Yes, they are out of the Champions League. Now they are playing the quarterfinal of the Europa League. So it's very good one for them. And also Aubameyang, I think, is now back to the real goal scorer and goal poacher that we use.
I'm even looking at, okay, it's trying to like, okay, Arsenal, you guys don't want me, I'll prove you guys wrong.
Yes.
From the way it's performing now.
You see, there's one thing about man management, okay? There's a way you manage your players. There's a way you manage your people, your employees. I think Arteta needs to do a lot when it comes to that. We're not saying what Aubameyang did was right. However, there are ways you do to correct someone. There are 2 types of correction. Either you correct someone to motivate or to demotivate. But now he has gotten a coach that is supporting. He has played 10 matches for Barcelona and he has scored 7 goals. Even the Messi and the Ronaldo of this world, they don't have that statistic as at now. 10 matches and 7 goals. So that shows that things are working out for Barcelona. A very good one, and I'm very happy for them. Let's let them continue what they are doing, and I'm sure by summer when they are doing the transfer, they'll still try to bring in 1, 2, or 3 players. Probably by next year, we'll start seeing the new resurgence Barcelona team.
It is very possible that Safi really has gotten the momentum over there in Barcelona, turning things around for that club. I'm still talking about Europa Cup that actually went down across different stadia yesterday. We look at West Ham Sevilla. Sevilla are known to be king of Europa, but right now they've been dethroned by a club from London, coached by David Moyes. I was telling Kabir yesterday, what if West Ham defeat Sevilla? And this is aggregate result, and now they dumped them out by 2-1.
Yeah, I know it's something possible. Why do I say so? And football is more about psychology, preparation, and how dedicated, committed you had during the game. Yesterday, the West Ham, even the supporters, because they played they played that match with the support of their supporters. The fans yesterday were massive.
Supporting.
They are like it's like they are playing their last game that yesterday, thinking that okay, even if you are losing out to Sevilla, let's all come out to support them. And that yesterday match happens to be the highest match they're going to play in their new stadium for over 40 years. They've never played in the quarterfinal
of Europa of
any competition before. They've never played second round
outside England.
Outside England. So that yesterday, that was why the support was so massive. And I'm also happy that they didn't let down their supporters. Then if you look at the coach, David Moyes, is getting it right. It's doing something fantastic. I had wished the Manchester United, then when we told them that you need to have patience, you don't need to compare his performance within 1-2 years to what Alex Ferguson did for over 26 years. Look at what he has done now and what he's still doing. So a very good one for West Ham. Not that they qualify, they also defeated the champion and the king of the Europa League, Sevilla for that matter.
Good morning there. We've been looking at the chances of clubs that play yesterday in the UEFA Europa League, where Barcelona dumped Galatasaray and West Ham United also dumped the king of that competition, Sevilla. Good one there. Now let's quickly look at the Europa Conference League. Some matches were also played quickly. Round of 16 aggregate results where AZ Alkmaar of the Netherlands, they were dumped out by Bodo Glimt. You have Basel also defeated by Marseille. PSV Eindhoven was 8-4 on aggregate against Copenhagen. Leicester City, well, reigns there. Good one. Well, you look at Feyenoord against Partizan Belgrade, 8-3. Ghent, they lost against PAOK Salonika of Greece. Slavia Prague, Nigerians, 2 Nigerians there, Olayinka and Saul, scoring 7-5. They won on aggregate, while AS Roma, Jose Mourinho and his lads, they were able to also scale through, winning 2-1 against Vitesse from Netherlands. Those are the results coming from the Europa Conference League round of 16 aggregate results.
Okay, that's a very good one also. And if you look at the way it's going now, we have Champions League, we have Europa League, and we have Europa Conference League. So that means we have 3 European competition going on now. I know the funniest thing, England Premiership Club, they were represented in all the 3 competitions.
That's
we have
how
competitive and consistent they are. In the Champions League, we have Manchester City, we have Liverpool, and the king of Europe, the current champion, and the current champion of the Champions League in terms of Chelsea, they are playing there. The Europa Cup, we are talking about West Ham, the surprise team. And Leicester City, they didn't qualify from the Europa Cup, but
in conference now, they are making it.
They are making it. It's only 2 teams that were not able to fly the flag of England. That's Manchester United and Tottenham, because it's only those 2 teams that are out of the competition from the Premiership team. So that shows that Premiership League is still the best. It's still the most competitive. So that means we have a lot to watch between now and end of May to see who is going to win the Champions League, who is going to win the Europa League, and who is going to win Europa Conference League. Good
one there. We will look at the Europa Conference League there. Just let's take our last draw on the program. Let's look at a particular club, Manchester United. Well, the story coming now is that five managers have been shortlisted ahead to see who would they pick among these coaches: Tuchel, Lopetegui, Enrique, Pochettino, Erik ten Hag, or Manchester United's 5-man shortlist. Out of these 5, maybe I should ask you to pick one, because right now I don't even know who they will pick.
Let them go for Tuchel.
But will he be coming? Because the fact is, news are coming out that from the way it is, Chelsea will actually survive this crisis. The buyers right now are really coming. At least they will prune down the buyers to 3. Before, let's say between now and next week, we'll know who is going to buy Chelsea and everything will be settled. So I don't see Thomas leaving that club.
I'm so surprised that Manchester United would shortlist Tuchel as one of... Because currently now, this is when you know how loyal you are to your club. What Chelsea is going through right now, like you said, they're going to get over it. And the truth of the matter is this: it is only a bad product that stays longer in the market, but a good product will never stay long in the market before you see someone to buy it. We have more than 20 investors willing and ready to buy Chelsea. And like rightly said, very soon a buyer will come in, the issue will be resolved. I think Manchester United, they should look at what their problem is not coach.
It's the players,
man. It's the players, their attitude, it's their mentality. Some of them, they don't have what it takes
to play for that team.
Man United happens to be the best team in the world. When you hear Manchester United,
you think of football.
You think of football.
Oh,
but now, when you hear Manchester United, you think of draw.
You think of Maguire.
Let's
go there. That's it. We just have to go now. Time is really off. It's been a wonderful time with Olawale Peter. He's back. Now let's talk. We've been talking football anyway, and we're just so happy. Well, thank you very much on the program.
It's a pleasure to be here, Adeniyi.
Manchester United needs to get their groove back. They really need to do that. Well, from me to you out there, Adeniyi Ajishafe, thanks for watching 360 Sports.